What is up, y'all? What's up, homies? We out here with Smokey the dog. Yes, sir. And some raindrops. It's kind of cold out here. It's a little wet. But that ain't stopping the real rider. Two real riders. We ride in any weather. I mean, there's a few types of riders, man. There's fair weather riders, and then there's real riders. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, there's people that ride in fair weather, and there's people that ride anytime they get the chance to get on two wheels. It's the love for two wheels, man. No matter if you gotta take it easy because it's the rain or whatever, you know. But I would say there is three different types of weather. There is perfect riding weather, there's rideable weather, and unrideable weather. And perfect riding weather, probably 70 above, you know, sun shining. Everyone loves the dog, man. Anyways, you know, sun shining, you know, dry roads, being able to push the bike, lean it, go fast, no problem. But there is rideable weather. I'd say rideable, man, it depends really. Because I rode when it was like 40 degrees before. I rode in probably high 30s, and that sucks. But I'd say rideable is probably like 45 and above, depending on the day and like the sun and stuff. But I take the bike out any chance I can. And the unrideable, obviously, like freezing temperatures, the snow. But I've even rode in pouring down rain. And like this ain't nothing. I got home and my riding jacket was soaked for days. You just can't really put these things to the washer and dryer. Curious to see what y'all think is rideable weather, perfect riding weather, and hello, and unrideable weather. Let me know if I'm tripping, and let me know what y'all think for those three categories. Anyways, I'm here with the dog, man, Smokey the dog. Oh, it's my dog, man. I never really thought, me and him were homies before bikes, and I didn't really take him as a bike guy, but now, you know, he's a bike guy. There's a lot of things that happens in life that you don't expect, or you don't know what the outcome brings. Oops. Life brings you a lot of unexpected situations, man, and a lot of friends come and go. Some friends stick closer than their brother, like the Bible says. I had one of those, and probably my first best friend, and you know, the closest friend I had, and he recently just I don't know, cut me off, I guess. I'm not really sure what the case is, but I just never expected it to be this way, because it was always my day one dog, you know. If all else failed, you know, we had each other. But I really never knew it would turn into this, and I don't know what God has in store for me. And I don't really understand why that would happen to me and him. You know, we fall out. I never thought we would. You know, we've had times where we have went a long time without talking to each other, but we always, you know, came back, caught up, you know, hung out, was homies. And even though I don't understand, I know that the Bible says to not lean on your own understanding. So as confused as I may be, I just trust that God knows what he's doing. He's like the author of my book. I don't know the end of this chapter, and I don't know the end of my story, but I do know that the author that's writing my book is the most trustworthy author I've got, you know, man. I trust him above anybody. I mean, you gotta trust the Lord. He knows what he's doing. He sees and knows all. So through the trials and the hardships in life, though you may be confused and not know what tomorrow may bring, just always trust and put your faith in God. That's what I'm doing right now, man. It kind of hurt that my dog cut me off like that. Police is everywhere. I'll be honest with y'all, man. I was feeling down. I was feeling some type of way about it. Hopped on the bike, hit the highway, just to clear my mind. It's not like one of those sad boy stuff where I wish I wrapped my bike around a tree. I would never ever say that in my life. That's stupid if you ask me. But when I stopped and filled up after the highway ride, I got a call from my my parents. Like, hey, what's going on? Where are you at? Oh, you know, just out for a stroll, a ride. Well, we saw you pass us on the highway. You need to slow down. I said, nope, I wasn't on the highway. And my parents, you know, have my location. I'm 23 years old. I don't care if they have my location. I'm not hiding from them. They want to pull up on me, surprise me, whatever, I don't care. But they said, how are you here? You know, you didn't just pass us on the highway. Looking at your location. You know, I took the back roads here. I didn't take the highway. They called bull smack, but you know, it is what it is. Just, you know, deny. You know, I really don't like doing crazy stuff near my house, but you know, like, what are the chances that I pass my parents on the highway? He didn't go. Jackhole. Starting to rain a little bit more, which sucks, man. Maybe this gas will come off my tank. Don't know if you guys can see it in the last few videos, but I got gas dripped on my tank.
They said it's supposed to rain for like the next hour.
Really?
Bro, they just changed it when the time comes.
What you trying to do?
Bro, I don't know. Hold on, wait till we get to the next one.
I know, it's bad. Looks like I don't really take care of my bike, which I hate leaving it on there for as long as it is. I hate myself for it, but maybe that stuff will wash off. I just never really got around to, you know, life's busy. Oh my gosh, the rain's picking up. I guess we're riding in the rain, fellas. You know, this is non-fair weather. This is non-fair weather rider stuff, because we ride in any weather. What's up, Smokey? You know, going back to the conversation earlier. Don't care. You know, I was kind of confused by why he cut me off and stuff, and didn't really understand it. But I've always told people, like, I don't beg nobody to be my friend. So, you know, if someone doesn't want to be your friend, bro, let them go. Broski could have went. If he decided to come back and say, yo, what's up, homie? I'd be like, what's good? No hard feelings. Now, I respect that. He said he's got to cut all, you know, negativity out of his life. Maybe I'm a negative person. I don't know. But I respect that. You know, you got goals, and you can't keep negativity around you for too long. It upset me, but I ain't gonna beg the man. I'm a grown man. You know what I mean? Two grown men. Well, what do I look like begging another grown man to be my friend? If you don't want to be your friend, man, like, let them skedaddle. Change the girls too, you know. If a girl don't want to be in your life, don't beg her to stay around. Yeah, man, cause I promise you, if a girl don't want to be in your life, man, they ain't gonna change their mind. Why would you want to beg somebody to be in your life? If they don't want to be in your life, well, what's the, you know, what are they gonna bring to you? They're gonna be positive stuff. They might start using you. But I promise you, man, put your trust in God. Don't beg nobody to be a part of your life, because God knows what he's doing, man. God hears conversations you don't hear. God sees stuff you don't see. Maybe that person's not good for you. Maybe you're not good for that person. Who knows? But I promise you, man, girl out there, she was the one, man. She was the one. I love her. I can't lose her. She was all I had. Trust me, broski, there's better things coming, dog. If God would take something out of your life that you never would have imagined, then he can take you places that you can't imagine and give you something that you would have never imagined, man. It's all part of his plan, man. You might not understand it now, but he's got a master plan right now, bro. Don't sit there and make yourself look a fool, begging, you know, crying. You know, you can be emotional about it if you want to, but do that by yourself. Don't tell her, oh, I miss you, I'm crying right now. Tighten up, man. Police again, bro. Times like this, I should probably put a plate on, but who cares? It fell off, Ossifer. Trust me, when people say there's plenty of fish in the sea, there really is. Oh, there was the perfect fish I had, broski. God is shaping you and forming you for someone else. God is shaping someone else and forming someone else for you. So just wait on it, bro. You don't want cold food? If you put food in the microwave or the air fryer or the oven, you don't want to stop it before it's done. You don't want uncooked food, bro. Bro, is that another cop? Oh my gosh. He's turning left. Yeah, bro, you don't want uncooked food. You don't want raw chicken. You don't want to eat a Hot Pocket that's cold in the middle. Even though it sounds like World War II in there, in the microwave, it may not be done cooking, bro. It can still have all that popping noises and stuff and still not be done cooking. Don't rush God's plan, man. You might think he's taking too long, and you might think you're missing your opportunities, bro. Trust me, the Lord made everything on this earth, bro. He made you and every single one of us. So, you know, the man in charge know what he's doing, bro. I'm surprised the traction control didn't kick on. Oh, right when I put it in neutral. But yeah, man, that's my message for today, man. Lean not on your own understanding. Put your trust in God. Whether you know him or not, he knows what he's doing. Look to him and he will set all your paths straight. All you gotta do is ask him, man. Like, you know, God, my path. Speak to me, Lord. So I promise, brother, there is a bigger fish out there in the sea somewhere, and it's gonna taste better. Okay. That sounded, not like... You get what I mean, bro. It's gonna be a better fish out there. Bigger, better fish. And God's gonna put it down, you know. He's gonna send the fish by your dock, and it's gonna bite that bait, and you're gonna reel it in. You know, anything you ask for, God will give it to you. You know, ask you shall receive. You gotta believe that you received it after you asked for it. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, you ask and believe that you're gonna receive it, shall be given to you on God's time, though. I asked for a bike. I didn't get it when I wanted it. I waited a long time for a bike. And then after I had a bike, I waited a long time for a good working bike. I finally got my baby, and it ended up working even better. Anyways, man, you get the message. It's too wet for a willy. It's gonna work in your favor. It's gonna turn it around. You know, riding in the rain is doable. Just ain't as fun as riding in dry roads because you don't get to do as much dumb stuff. And you know me, man. I love doing dumb stuff. Calculated though. Calculated risk.
Most wet. Like soap.
He's a little wet. He's shivering a little bit too.
What?
I said he's shivering a little bit too.
I know. I can feel it.
That is pet endangerment, man. Animal endangerment. He is putting that dog's life in danger. This road is soaked. No, I'm just kidding. The dog loves the bike, man. If he went home and took him off, he'd probably stand right next to the bike and won't go inside. That dog rides in cold weather, rainy weather, everything, bro. He don't care. He'll be shivering and still wants to get back on it. That dog is a real rider. Look, bro, he loves it. Look, bro, just having fun. First things first, washing your bike. When you get the soap, you got to make sure the soap starts coming out before you start spraying, because it'll be water if you don't. Finally get to wash my bike, man. Long overdue. Had this gas on my gas tank for probably ruined my tank for how long it's been on there. Anyways, washing your bike, everything can get wet, so it doesn't really matter. It's designed that way. Only thing is, after you get done washing it, your chain isn't really supposed to get wet. I mean, it can get wet. You just gotta make sure it doesn't stay wet and then lube it back up once you're done. I mean, this high pressure soap isn't really keeping the soap on, but move on to the brush. Yes, I use a brush on my bike. They're just plastic fairings, bro. If they really get that bad, I can just buy a new set. Try to get the wheels as best I can, but with the rotors in the way, it's kind of hard. It's just gonna get dirty once I start riding it again. It's a lot of foam, a lot of suds. High pressure. I don't really have a plan. I just spray it from top down. All that stuff's good to get wet, man. Try not to spray it by the tank too much, because the one water seeping in the gas, that would not be good. Look at that. Gas is gone. I mean, bro, 4 minutes and I'm about done. I'll do spot free rinse. Wait for that softer water to come through. Really, all the spot free rinse is just like softer water, from what I recall. All right, let's hope this thing works. Look at that. Ooh, $4. Show you how we do this. That's it. That's all I do.